Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist TJ Del Santo. We have a little bit of light snow falling out there right now, some minor accumulations on the sides of the roads. Tony Petrarca reporting a light accumulation, I think, on his back deck. So we're already seeing some light snow falling, and it will become steadier and increasingly heavier as we go into the later evening. Let's take a look at the situation. Here's Doppler radars around 5 o'clock this evening. You still see some very light snow falling across the region, but a big old break the farther west you go. So we're just looking at some light snow around at the moment. Nothing's really changed as far as the weather advisory. Still in the same area. We are expecting some slick roads to develop with a few inches of snow in some areas. So that's really the main concern for us, is the possibility of some slick roads. But another big factor with this will be the rain. We have a flood watch in effect for 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's when we could be looking at rain, some heavy. 2 to 3 inches of rain is possible with this storm as we go through the daytime on Sunday. And with the snow already coming through, plows will be out, and the storm drains might be clogged. So we could be looking at some street and poor drainage flooding as we go through the daytime on Sunday. Another issue, minor coastal flooding possible between 5 and 10 o'clock tomorrow morning around the time of high tide. So that's another issue that we're concerned about. That includes all around Narragansett Bay and parts of Cape Cod as well. So here's what we're looking at. There's the storm right now. Area of low pressure is currently working its way on off to the north and east, and we're going to continue to see this very large area of moisture push into New England throughout the evening hours. All right, let's take a look at it hour by hour. We're going to start you off at around 6 o'clock this evening. You see this computer model, which for you weather diehards and you weather hobbyists, this is the HRR computer model we're using here. Seems to have a better hold on everything, and you can see we had some light snow around 6 o'clock. Here we are around 8:30 this evening with very light snow falling across the region with the mix line along southern Connecticut and over there on Cape Cod. We take you into the late night. Notice much of the area is covered in snow with the exception of right along the south coast. They're going to be seeing a mix or maybe some rain. But notice what happens later in the night. We lose all the snow, maybe a period of sleet and freezing rain around 4 o'clock in the morning, and then south of Providence, all rain. So while we'll get a thump of snow to begin with, it'll be turning over to all rain. And look at this, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're dealing with mainly rain across the area. And I mentioned this a little while ago, right up in the northwestern corner of the state. Right in there. There could be some cold air that hangs around. Notice these winds coming down from the north right here. Those winds may bring down some cold air. So it's possible the icing may linger a little bit longer in northwest Rhode Island first thing tomorrow morning. But I think warm air will eventually take over, and we're looking at rain into the early afternoon. Here we are around 5 o'clock. Maybe some lingering rain showers, but the temperatures are going to be dropping as we go through the entire day tomorrow. Northwesterly winds will be picking up, and we're looking at some temperatures to drop below freezing. So any moisture on untreated surfaces more than likely will be freezing tomorrow late afternoon and evening. How much snow are we talking about? Generally 1 to 2 along the south coast. This includes communities like, well, maybe Westerly, the northern part of Westerly, Charlestown, Hopkinton, inland portions of South Kingstown, North Kingstown, Narragansett, on over into maybe Middletown and Portsmouth, Fall River and New Bedford. You're looking at 1 to 2 inches. 2 to 4 inches expected Providence area on off to the north. Again, most of this is falling late evening and before dawn on Sunday. 2 to 4 inches from Woonsocket, Cumberland, Lincoln, Pawtucket, Foster, Gloucester, Scituate, North Smithfield, Smithfield, Central Falls, Johnston, North Providence, Cranston, all looking at generally 2 to 4 inches of snow. Here's an update on the timeline. Light snow until about 8 p.m. Then the snow really begins to pick up in intensity later in the evening and before midnight. By dawn, we're looking at a changeover to sleet and freezing rain, maybe everywhere except extreme northwest Rhode Island. It might stay cold up there, as we talked about. Then turning over to rain, possibly a heavy rain. During the afternoon, we might see that rain turn over to a mix, and then it comes to an end. Then as temperatures will drop late afternoon and tomorrow night, so any moisture on untreated surfaces will freeze. So that's what we're looking at right now. Be sure to tune into Eyewitness News at 6 p.m. We'll have an updated forecast for you, and also we will have an update throughout the evening as well.